Hello. Right, can't have it. Right, so previously, possibly in a does, I haven't decided yet, I drew these parts for the random bit pathway logos. I've already put them into the random workings vectors page because I'm going to try and do all this in Illustrator. You'll see there's quite a few things made now. Some you won't recognise, or at least you won't recognise as having been made, because I had to do them in order to get things finished, which is basically just these backgrounds. But you'll see these in different places, in different styles. So this part here you would probably see on the top of the YouTube channel. How much of it you would see is dependent on the console you're using, because I believe it's just a tiny one for mobile, and then the bigger your screen the more you see. This is just a general background. This is the background that's on my computer, and these are the nameplates. Obviously there's bits that would change, so the random would change, and so on and so forth. So what I've done is I've made 3 layers of just normal random here. I'm going to be adding the bits to them, but first I need to create them. So I've got this editor bit. Let's just focus on it. And now I am going to draw the shapes and hopefully end up with items. So I'll start with the easier shapes first. This tool I haven't really used before, but I'm hoping I can maybe use this for doing maybe a name on this. It would probably just say pop. But for now, we'll use a circle tool. So if I right click on the tool, I can change the ellipse. I did want my mouse to be red, but Windows updated and it's now a white one, because I did think it would be better for you to see. Also, you don't see the mouse unless I come off the main page, so it's not too much of a loss. Right, circle. Let's start with the can. So I can draw the circle, and then if I use the pen tool I can delete points on the line. If I use the yellow mouse and click on it, I can just press on an item and just move it separately to get a better fit. If you move these handles, it changes the way the lines go. The further out, the more it pushes. So I can use this to adjust the fit to fit my shape more. I like doubling up my words by the looks of it. If you pull the handles to the middle of the anchor, you'll get like this dot. If you pull that, it'll actually do an arc, which is just putting more anchors around. If I press on the anchor and move it again, I don't actually know how you get the circle, the bits to come back. I think if I pull the, yeah. So there, by touching on the path and moving it, I've got these arms back. So I'm just going to undo a lot of that because I didn't need to do it. I was just demonstrating. So if I do a rectangle and go outside to rotate it, so I'm not using pink lines, but because this colour here is pink, it's making everything pink. I think if I click on the square to the right, I can change the number. I don't know how. Oh wait, no, if I double click on the layer, I can change the colour. I think I can pick whatever colour I want as well. So I'll just go for that one. What it'll do is it'll mean when I pick shapes, it does that line. So really, if I wanted to do okay, I'm assuming I can just pick black, even if I've got a previous black one. Yeah, because it'll make it slightly easier for you to see what I'm doing. Now, if you don't select on the corners, you'll just end up using it as if you're doing the normal mouse. If I use the pen tool and press here, it'll make an anchor there, which I can then edit. Oh. What this path? Actually, I might be able to get away with it if I do this. No. Go back to this, double tap this path. Group selection, direct selection. Why is it I could change this before? If I hold on it, I do. No idea why. I can also just press on the path to delete it. And make it that way. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to remove the fill, but give them a stroke. Because that might make it easier for me to actually see that I'm aligning them properly. Might need to quickly run off and see how to get this to do what I want it to. If I right click it, unlock. No, that's a linked file thing. I know that's got hold of it. Thing, but it's not letting me curve it. But it's keeping the path the same size, so it's interesting. Arc tool. Right, if I grab these items, right click them to join, then I use the direct one to pick the path and press delete. No? Nope, doesn't work. And now one problem with having the black is because my mouse is black, it's being slightly irritating. Let's see, I'll make the stroke a light blue then. Oops. Undo pen. Let's see. Combine shapes. Combine these shapes. There we go. I combine these two shapes. Now I don't want to combine these two because I'll get rid of this line. If I change this path colour back to black, we've got ourselves a bit of a can there. I can hide this. Then I just need to do this. So I can just draw rather than using the shape. But it doesn't always look how you think it will. And I'm going to be careful because if you draw this now, what it'll probably do is it'll probably delete this a little bit at the end. Yeah, it has not. That's good. But it has made it one path. So what I'm going to do is don't want it being one path. So I'm just going to click up here again and then do this one. I'm going to try and make it come back. If I fill it, will it do? Yeah. It'll do everywhere between the lines and it'll sort of make a sort of join between these 2 points. So add this again. Fit on screen. Zoom in. So we've got the sort of can shape, which I'm going to colour. I quite like bubblegum, or I used to like bubblegum, so what I'll do is I'll make the can blue, I think. So if I pick this one, get a fill. Yeah, that'll do. And then pick the circle on the top, get sort of can-ish colour. Pick this, pick the next grey along, because it's still the can colour, it just wants to be slightly darker. And there's a can. Very basic can. And what we can do is if I select all of these, I can group them. Just call them can. Try and call them can. Copy that. I'll just move it. So I just select it. Go to... I think I've stuck these in the wrong place, so I need to quickly make some new layers. 3 new layers. And I'll call them does makes play. I'll just move these up. I hope they're in the right ones. We'll know in a few seconds. Because I'll go to players. Is this here? Yes. Is this nope, that's does. Yep. Cool, so if I go to players and make sure I'm on the players artboard, grab the can and align it. It'll come over here. I'll need to change the size a bit, and I want to make sure in the players it's above the group because it's going to be a foreground item. So hold this, shift it, bring it down. I put it down and there he is a can. I do want to change the players random ever so slightly. I want to give him like bags under the eyes if he's been working on like and change his mouth. So I'll quickly do that. Don't need this path, which is his mouth. Like that. For doing his things under his line, I'm just going to use simple lines. I'm going to just do 3 lines. I could do a triangle, which if I use a polygon tool and there's an option somewhere, you click on it, turn it to 3 sides. Or is that just because I double clicked? And that's because I clicked on the thing before pulling. So click on it, click down, and then pull. I select it, bring it over here. I can always change this if I say 0. So 360 to get it. No, it's 180 to turn it over. Try and line it back where it was just then. Just pull it out. I'm going to press on the stroke. So I don't really want the edges to be pointy, so I can do this thing. There we go. Select a copy and paste it. And then just move it so it's in line and underneath this one. Maybe make it slightly longer than the eyes themselves. So what's that now? 17 wide. 17 and 7. That did a bit more than I should have. And then maybe I'll do the mouth from Surprised ever so slightly. This mouth. But make it lower. Or do I do just a straight line? I think just a straight line. If I change height to 0, it should become a flat line, I think. Give it an actual straw. Each of the ends are capped up with circles. How thick did I make the eyes? It's because they're filled in, not strokes. Still need to know how thick they are. Let's use the ruler tool. So if I hold from the top and go to the bottom, they're about 5 pixels. Again, 5 pixels. Pixels. So I can once again remember how to change things. If I make the line 5 pixels, get to line it with his nose, just pull a pixel out different. Maybe make it slightly smaller. Yeah, definitely want smaller. He's got his unfocused face, but also completely tired face. Might make these a lighter grey. And I might also make them different lines rather than a full solid triangle. Yeah, it'll be this lighter grey. Hmm. 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 $18.9. It's looking a bit tired now. Face. Put them in his face. And we'll go back to the editor layer. Oh, it's a swallow. So let's make the controller now. Let's remembered what was here. I'll just go back to this, and we'll do red lines. Copy this for the other end. Get that rectangle shape back. I could technically do this for lines, I think. If I then do this. I'm actually drawing these in the players one. Not sure why. Possibly because I had players selected at the time. It should be fine. Let's see. Where are you? Eclipse tool. No, I just want the arc tool. I do not know how this works sometimes. Right, there we go. I think I need to pull this out a bit as well. Just do a similar thing to this area. Like I said, I think I've said this before, I don't care too much about accuracy. Now this is where deleting the dots will be useful. If I just delete this one, it should make a line between this point and this point. If I remove this to the thing, off that line now. I want to rotate this, but I need to take it slightly off the line first. Gotta have the select tool. That's what my problem was. Put one on the end. Yeah. Now I'm inside. I think what I've just realised is that I didn't make any of the lines. Whereas here I've sort of made the lines of a similar sort. How thick did I make these lines? We'll go with the separate, so that's 1.8. On the diagonal, let's check a flat one. So 2.5, yes, the lines are half the length of the other ones, so if I change the can strokes to 2.5, that might fit things a bit better. Yeah, it looks a little bit more in line with the rest of it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly grab all of these, change these lines to 2.5 as well. Did they change? Maybe they're delayed very quickly. Yes, they did. I can't really see it, but it's because they're not next to something else. And also, I think they're a lot bigger than can was. So 2.5 might not look as big here. It might be massive later on. So let's put a wire going off here. We just made that a slightly thicker line. I like things. Also, I need to get it so these are the defaults. If I change the width, if I use the width tool, I can make things skinnier. But I want to actually keep the thickness, but I want to make it so there's can I do it? Ah, arrowheads. I'd like it to have one cap. Anyway. Thanks for watching this random workings video. If you like what you saw and want some more, please hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and then check out the videos and playlists that have popped up on screen. Either way, it's bye for now, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Bye!